As we begin this section discussing effective communication and building of relationships, you should be reminded that you're always in some sort of a relationship. We're going to be writing down people in our lives and that are important to us. And we're going to define these types of relationships in categories such as boss, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, sibling, parent, coach, etc. As you look at your various types of relationships, you should be able to categorize those individuals into different subgroups. Are certain people held to a higher standard? Think about these things. Do they communicate differently within those relationships? Effective communication. Myers-Briggs has a type indicator or personality type indicator, and it will tell you if you're extrovert or introvert, sensor or intuitive, thinker or feeler, judger or perceiver. You can follow the link below and complete this test. I've provided a screenshot of the page below on the next slide. What type are you? Your parents, your friends? And how do you think this personality type influences how you communicate with them? I'm an EITJ. What are you? This is what you'll find when you go to the personality Briggs test page. Go ahead and take this test, and then I'd like to hear what you think about it. It's important to know the values that are important to you in relationships. So I want you to take the time to list below friends and qualities that you or values that you would like in your friends and also in your girl, boyfriend, or spouse. And think about these values because they're very important when it comes to relationships and what you will accept and what you require from another individual. And it's important you know this. These are what we call red light, green light behaviors. Red light includes jealousy, obsession or control, cruelty, manipulation, intimidation, violence, and personality changes can occur with alcohol and drug use. Green light includes friendship, respectful, respectable, trustworthy, caring, honest, good communication, fun to be around, and physical attraction. We've been talking about relationships, and it's important that you know things that you should do and things that you should not do. It's important that you negotiate and compromise with people and be willing to see their point of view. And it may mean that you need to give up on some things that you want and negotiate with the person and do things that they want to do. But don't try to change the person. Accept their differences, and if you can't accept them, talk about it and negotiate it. If it's a red light, decide early and move on. Now we're talking about your identity, and you shouldn't be completely defined on who you date or marry. Build and maintain friendships outside the relationship in a way that respects your relationship. So if I'm spending all of my time at work with a male colleague and I'm married and I'm not spending this time with my family, I'm not being respectful of my primary relationship. And you've got to be certain of what you're saying. So let's look at a way. If somebody's asking you if you want some chocolate ice cream and you say, maybe, but really you're trying to say no because you're on a diet, you're not being very clear with what you're trying to say to the person you're communicating with. So we want to be clear about what we're talking about, and we also want to define relationships and be responsible. Important things to think about. I want to remind you of the dangers of alcohol and dating. Oftentimes, date rape happens because one of the people involved is not predicting outcomes of their behavior fast enough, and behaviors occur because they realize what's happening or before they realize what's happening. Um, Words and actions that hurt relationships are bells that can't be unrung and are more likely to happen with alcohol. You shouldn't decide all of life's decisions based on intuition, but if you're in a relationship situation and your inner voice is saying something's wrong, you need to listen. Relationships between faculty, staff, and students. College is a time of tremendous personal and intellectual growth. Because of the role faculty and staff play in this process, strong relationships sometimes form between students and their mentors. So, what are the boundaries for these relationships? Boundaries. You need to know your limits. The imbalance of power exists in this type of a relationship. Potential for exploitation of the student or faculty member. Faculty staff members holding authority. They can show favoritism toward a student with whom he or she is involved, and faculty can penalize him or her through grades for ending the relationship. Students can claim sexual harassment when wanting to end the relationship or manipulate the faculty member. More campuses are addressing this issue through policies. I've provided for you some links that I would like for you to open up and look at and explore. Jerry Cares is the program here at Arkansas Tech University, and you can see policies and procedures and things of that nature that are important. Uh, Look around, and I've enjoyed this unit with you, and I look forward to speaking with you.